jacket first, right? Why is a grown man wearing a duck jacket in an American Legion? Because no one else will. But besides that, our theme for the year is all around ducks, right? And the rationale behind it is it rhymes with a fun word, luck. And we understand that Rotarians like to collect things, right? A lot of people have pins and lanyards full of pins. I don't. I also have a Jeep that doesn't have ducks in it. But we understand we want to have some fun because we work hard in Rotary. We do a lot of good things to serve our community, but we need to have fun doing it. So it's a fun way that we can all goof on me, and I'm good with it, because you're going to do it anyway, so you might as well do it to my face. But the rationale is very easy. I'm bribing you to see me, right? So every time you see me as a governor, I'd like you to be here. And if you see me at any Rotary event, you're going to get a duck. This time it happens to be a pin, right? But why do you want to be bribed to see me with a pin? By the way, next time if you see me at a Rotary event, like September 6th is a membership summit to teach us all how to do membership better. You're going to get a plastic duck. It might squeak, it might float, it might do neither, but you're going to get a duck every time you see me. And you want to collect these things throughout the year, because at the end of the year at our conference, we're going to do a duck race. And at the duck race, the more times you see me, the more ducks you have in the race to win some ducking amazing prizes.
Wow.
See what I did there?
Amen.
Yeah.
You're ducking the subject.
It's ducktastic.
Ducktastic.
So the idea behind it is very easy. To see the district governor, so you have the ability to learn more about what the district does, which is really the reason I'm here, is not to tell you about me, it's to tell you about how does the district support you as the club and as members. So before I move on to that part, is our district conference is coming up May 29th to May 31st in Duck Key. There is a theme in marketing here. So please register for it. It's not just because there's a duck race and you'll see some more jackets and attire. Have you seen the inflatable duck costume yet? Oh, there's a couple.
Wow.
The internet is undefeated. I have many jackets.
Wow.
But the intention when we get there is for fellowship. But I understand that fellowship is not the only reason you want to spend money and time to go to the Keys to be in Rotary. So here's what we've done. Is this year at the conference, we're going to run our regular conference, a foundation summit, our big foundation event. We're going to try to raise $1 million. We're going to do our Hall of Fame and then our district memorial service all at one time. Normally that would be 5 events. We're going to do it in one event. So you spend 1 weekend away from your family doing Rotary things, spending a little bit of money doing Rotary stuff. So we're going to clear up your calendar as well. So it's a Duck Key. It's basically marathon if any of you haven't been to Hawks Cay. May 29th to 31st. Now I'm a financial advisor. Part of what I tell my clients is we want to save every penny we can. So I'm going to tell you the same here. If you register soon, there's an early duck special. Save yourself a couple bucks by registering now and paying. If you intend to go anyway, just save some money. Our conference chair would appreciate it. The more people we have, you know how conferences work. We have to hit a food and beverage minimum and a hotel room minimum. Once we hit those, we can actually provide more richer services for you all to go. Part of it will be you have access to the entire property. It's a resort in the Keys, so it's a little more high end than I'm used to. You do get kayak, canoe. There's a private lagoon we can use. There's 2 different pools, lots of bars. But at our foundation event, another reason you want to go is we're going to talk about what Rotary International's foundation does. How to talk to our community representatives about why to be in Rotary, but what that foundation does to support our community. The presenter for that, do you know Barry Rassin? Anybody know that name? So he's a past international president for Rotary. There is no better person to talk to us about our international foundation than a past president of Rotary International. So he'll be there to do that for us. We'll also have some breakout sessions where we can learn specifically more about Paul Harris Society, about the Polio Plus program.
He was president about 9 years ago?
Maybe 8 or 9, it's around there. And he's in Nassau, so it's very easy. He's a friend of our district to get him over here to do it. So we're very happy that we have a past Rotary president to talk to us about what we do, to be our keynote speaker, and to try to raise $1 million. Secretly, I'll say this to you, it's going to be recorded apparently, so don't use this part. We've already raised, right? By the way, you can tell people about The intention of it, again, go have a good time. That's all this duck situation is, but please, every time you see us, try to show up, have a good time. You will get some squeaky ducks to be involved. So let's talk about why. So in Rotary, we want members. And we want members not to check a box to be the biggest club or any of that. We want members simply because more members is more hands to serve our community. That's it. Rotary knows how to serve. But we know in the district comprises of Broward, Miami-Dade, the Keys, and part of the Bahamas. I know it sounds terrible that I have to go to the Bahamas and the Keys. It's awful. But we know how to serve at a larger level. You know how to serve your community. What makes your club special to have the biggest impact locally? We do not ever want to try to be the expert to do so. We want to give you the tools and the techniques to serve. So one of them is membership. So on September 6th, we have our membership summit. That's put on not by us in the district because we're not as good as other people. So in our zone that goes from Pennsylvania across the eastern seaboard down through the Caribbean, there are districts and clubs that are really killing it in membership. They have great retention and great new member attraction. They're putting on the presentation for us. They are the experts. We're going to let them take over and teach us how they do it. You don't have to be in membership per se as your membership chair. We're all in membership in our clubs. Please go. It's a free breakfast. I mean, there's nothing for free. You got to hear Rotary that day. But it's at Tropical Acres. I didn't know they did breakfast. I knew they do really good steaks. Starts at 8 in the morning. We'll be done around noon. So please register on DuckDB. If you don't know how to use it, Spanky's going to be an expert by the end of the day today.
September 6th?
September 6th. So please register. It's another one of those. We just need head count to get enough food and beverages going. That's the intention of what does the district do, and that's really what I want to talk about is what do we really do for you? We ask you to pay district dues. I'm happy to say they didn't go up this year, so that's a good thing. Most things in the world have gone up in price. This did not. But if you're paying for dues, we better be able to provide value. You might stop paying your dues. So one of them is we give you something like a free membership workshop on how to retain and attract new members. The second thing we do as we go through a process is you get great support from your assistant governor. If you don't know who that is, it's Kenny. Yeah, exactly that guy down there. We want to drive the district support into your clubs. No more sitting behind a computer, sending out an email once a week that you eventually opt out of getting them and you never see us again. Have you seen the Irish guy, by the way? Eamon Toner? So when you see him, make sure you do something silly and blame it on me. We're having a little competition. So he's Irish. He's stereotypically Irish. He's a good dude. He's all passion. He is the membership chair. He'll come in and talk to you about tools that he's learned not only from being the chair, but from other clubs that are doing it well around the district. I encourage you to invite him to come see you. Have him tell you all of the tools and techniques that other clubs are doing that work. He'll also tell you things that other clubs are doing that don't work. Don't do those. But it may stop you from going down the path of doing something that just doesn't work somewhere. Make sense?
Sorry.
The other thing we're working on for getting the district into your clubs is we want public image to be in your clubs. So how do you do that is, well, you have a soon-to-be public image chair for the district right here. Congratulations. We have a large committee already that's doing the hard work of what does our district do to advertise you. But I'll break it down to how do you use this tool. So today, we have a newsletter that you might get, and we have emails that you might get, and you might read some of them, and we hope you read more of them. But to drive that home to you in the club, we've created a new resource. It's called the Service Chair. So here's what the Service Chair is tasked to do. They're in public image, but they're also in membership. Here's a great example. We believe that if you had a high-quality speaker and you advertise it to your community, people might want to hear them and come to your meeting and then hear about Rotary. Is that fair? So if you advertise you got Pete in a duck jacket, nobody's showing up for that. Don't do that. But if you advertise you have NASA, the space agency, and they're going to be by Zoom or maybe in person, and you advertise it to your community heavily, people in the community probably want to know about that. Or if you have the Broward property appraiser, he'll come to your club and talk to you about property taxes. We believe that your community, if they knew you had a high quality speaker, by advertising it, they may show up and learn more about Rotary. Is that fair? So the service chair is responsible for getting great speakers and having a speaker's bank that somebody else has used before, has been vetted that they're good, and you can ask them for those names. By the way, if you find somebody that's good, please let them know. That's how they get more names in their pipeline. The second thing that they do and the district does is we help you with your service projects. So the first way is if you have a service project and you need more hands, right? Gilda's Club, for example. They will help advertise your service project across Rotary because many Rotarians join Rotary to serve. And if we don't provide enough opportunity to serve, they're going to leave Rotary. So when you need help with more people supporting your community, let them know and they'll drive people to come help your club. They'll have a Rotary shirt on just like you will, but they'll help drive Rotary and your support in your community. The second thing is when you all want to serve more, because the club, you have time available or the club has something but it's not soon enough, ask them and they'll do the same thing. That there's a beach cleanup coming up soon. If you want to go to Dania Beach, it's coming up maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend, whenever it is. So it's ways to help you serve your community better. You buying what I'm selling so far? All something different than what we've done in the past. The next thing we do is more based on technology. So I'm not the technology expert. Kenny might be. Spanky is definitely not. Sorry, called you out.
That's okay. I am
Here's how we're deploying technology. So one of the ways may seem like I'm going to tell you something you didn't need to know, but then it's going to be important. In the past, when Kenny was out here, and you said, Kenny, we need help in membership or foundation education or public image, whatever it is, our board only meets in the district once every 3 months. That's changed, now it's every other month. But if our promise is to help you, and help won't be given at least for 3 months, that feels like we're not helping you, right? So we created an app on my phone, and it's on Kenny's phone too, that at the end of this, I'm going to tattletale on you. And I'm going to say how many people were here. It's a call report. I'm in sales. What we talked about, do you need help in membership or foundation? But here's why it's important to you that we did this. The turnaround time could be 3 or 4 months before. Now it could be tomorrow. Where if you want help in membership, and I push the button, it should go to the membership chair, he should call you tomorrow. So that promise of we're here to support you is turned around from 3 months to maybe a day, maybe 2 days. I mean, you might be on vacation. How does that sound like it could be useful? The second part of that is the turnaround time for the rest of what we do. So we believe that we have all drank the Kool-Aid. Everybody knows what that means, right? Here, I've already dated myself in some other clubs because there's young people that don't get that.
You know that, right?
So we believe in Rotary. We tell the story to each other a lot, but we forget to tell the story to that room or somebody outside. The best way to do it is to show what we do in service. Put a shirt on our back, go do service in the community. We believe there's another way you can do it in addition to that. Is we're going to ask you to tell us all about the cool, fancy stuff your club has ever done. How old is the club? 38 years. So I'm going to give you a great reference point. So we're going to send you another email. Tell us how awesome you are. How much money you've raised for charity, for scholarships, how many poor you've fed, how many wheelchair events you've done. Tell us everything you've done, the best you can do this year and going backwards. We're going to give the data back to you in bar charts, line charts, plates of food that were given, wheelchair pictures, pictures of silhouettes of children you've helped get through school. We're going to do all of the advertising for it. We're not going to pay for a banner, but we're going to give it to you in ways that you could spend money to put a banner in the front room here. Or when you do an event at Gilda's Club or you're cleaning a beach, bring your club's banner with you that shows graphically the support you've given to your community. We believe that's another way to help support you tell the story of Rotary, right? So you put it out here, somebody might walk by and go, I have a passion for wheelchairs, or Gilda's Club. Tell me more, Rotary. That's another way to help support not only membership coming in the door, but to remind your members why they're members of your club. So I'm going to give you an example. So there's a club that's done this. It was our beta test. They're 37 or 38 years old. They uncovered that they gave $2.5 million in 30 some odd years to scholarships. They've given over $2 million to charities. 43 charities in the last year received money. So we built, it's a pull-up banner that they paid for, it's $100. We built this and they bring it everywhere they go. They have it in front of their club meetings. They have a second one they have in the front, they meet in the clubhouse. In front of the clubhouse, and they have people stop by, see this thing graphically and say, I want to learn more. Does that make sense? Do you think it would work for what you do? So give us all the details you have. Tell your story for success, because we're going to give it back to you to tell your story to your community. If enough Spankies do this, by the way, there's 50 clubs in the district. If enough of him do this for us, we're going to give you a second graphic. It's going to be the entire district's 100-plus year history of what Rotary has done for our communities. We think that graphically that will speak more than us trying to have a conversation one-on-one or two-on-one, or even better than having a shirt on our back to tell what Rotary has done for you all. Remember, you're the experts to drive service to your community. We don't know what that is, you do. How are we doing so far with impact? Good enough so far? So the next is, we took a poll not only locally in our district, but across Rotary, all around the world. There are 4 reasons why people join Rotary. So I'm going to tell you all 4, and then I'm going to tell you why. So the first reason is people join Rotary to serve, above and beyond number 1 by far. But if we don't tell the story of service, your members might leave, or you might not attract enough people in the front door. So we want to make sure in the clubs we have enough service opportunity. Number 2 is they join for business. They want to network, right? So some of us, I'm still working. I love to work with Rotarians because I believe in the 4-way test. So we have to have an outlet for people that are still working to network at Rotary. And some of the clubs decide you can do it during club work, sometimes you don't. So we've brought back, and Spanky was a great supporter years ago, of Rotary Means Business. It's an opportunity, it's like business networking, B&I, that we can get together and only talk about our business, stand there with a business card, your charity that you want to talk about, and put Rotarians in a room talking about business together. So that appeals to those members that still want to be engaged in network. That is available for them to do so. The next one is in September 16th at Sparrows Bowling Alley. If you need a flyer, I'll email it to you. The third reason is, darn it, people just want to eat a meal with their buddies. And we're finding that as we're growing and aging in Rotary, that aging Rotarians need the social impact to get out of their house, get around people that they like, know, and trust, and to just hang out together. Right, Kenny?
That's right.
Uh-huh. Not to pick on you specifically, but I gotcha. The fourth is the newest one, but it's the fastest growing, is people want a safe place to learn skills. So I'm going to define this with a super easy question. Who's your treasurer right now? So if you recruited a new member and they were a CPA, what would their job be in your club?
Digital marketing?
Yeah, there you go. Digital marketing. Treasurer. But maybe they want to join and not use their vocation. They might want to be public image. They might want to learn how to speak. So we have a safe place inside of our clubs that people can be goofed on, because we all mess up. I mess up a lot. But they can learn skill sets that they couldn't do elsewhere, that now they can turn into their public life. That they would do it at work, they do it at church, wherever they're using these skills they're learning. So we have many ways that they can do that. So here's going to be an ask. So in our clubs, we have the ability to grow into being president. Congratulations soon. But it's not the only thing you can serve. So at all levels of Rotary, we need help. At the district level, we're no different than the clubs. I just happen to volunteer at a different level, so does Kenny. We need help in every committee. So you don't have to be in charge of the committee, but if you want to learn more, if you have skill, great. If you don't, you want to learn. Public image, foundation, membership, youth services, they're all available for you to learn safely and have a good time and meet people you don't know. If you're interested in doing something else, we have things like Rotary Leadership Institute. It's called RLI. It's a great place to learn about Rotary. RLI 1, in my opinion, is the most fun. It's a bunch of people that are new to Rotary. They're having a great time learning together. If you get to a point where you want to be a discussion leader and present to people and control conversations, like a Toastmasters, but for Rotary, it's a good way to learn. We're looking for discussion leaders there. For president-elect training, how Spanky is such a great president today. He got trained by the best. It might have been me, but maybe not. But we have president-elect training that is a separate board outside of the districts that puts on the event. President-elect training 1 is local, 2 is in Orlando, 3 is local. It's teaching our next leaders how to be better leaders. So if you have that intention, desire, that group is also looking for help. So there's no lack of learning and growing within Rotary safely. Right? How do I do with that? Did I say it well?
That was good.
So finally is something that's brand new but back to the district, is Rotary Youth Exchange. So this is how Rotary helps your club. We used to do the program at the district level. Have any of you sent kids out of the country or taken kids in? Mm-hmm. Okay. During COVID, that blew up. We weren't capable of doing it. It took us 2 years to get it going. So the previous district governor and I got together. We decided we're doing it. We have our first 2 students in clubs now. One is in Weston, one is in Marathon. The time to start, if you're interested, if you have kids around the house and you want to kick them out and send them across the world, that's a good way to do it. Here's a better way to do it. If you have people that are important to your club, like BSO, and they have students that are in high school, it's a good way to support them and give them another service that they couldn't get from another service organization. We're taking applications soon. If you have important political people that help your club, offer that to them, or other charities that are important to you, offer the ability to have those students or Interact Club be part of the Rotary Youth Exchange. We believe it's one of the best ways to garner global peace. These kids leave our houses, they go somewhere else, they become part of that family, go to their sports, their churches, their concerts, their schools. They learn everything about that culture. By the way, we take them in and we do the same thing. So if you have the desire to send kids out or the ability, applications are coming soon. If you want to take kids in, those applications are coming soon. You don't need to have kids in your house, and you don't need to be the only family. You could have up to 3 families that share the school year with those kids, 3 months at a time, typically. We believe that helps your club by supporting kids that are leaving the country as part of the Rotary Youth Exchange program, or you're taking them in. Make sense? So we're very proud of it. We know we only have 2. We did it purposely to know that we could do it right. As you imagine, there's a lot of certification that goes behind it.
Now the age group,
High school.
high school.
Typically sophomores and juniors. Before that, it's typically RILA, right? So that's the C base in the Keys.
Mhm.
So do you support RILA?
Yes, we sent to
Okay.
the last one.
Awesome.
We did it.
Good. I got you. I was going to say it one way or another. If I did, you were going to call me out. So here's the good news about RILA is we are an international district. We have kids coming from Grand Bahama Island to go to the Keys to interact with our kids. Why it's good for us is it's an international action based in our own district. We did figure out that they have a very expensive trip where our kids don't, because they have hotel on the front end and back end plus plane tickets. So our district, without raising our dues, figured out with our budget this year that we can have a stipend that will get more of their kids involved with our kids here. We believe that's the right thing to do. It's fair to all concerned. So we talked a little bit about this duck situation, right? We all got that. Where's our conference? Duck Key. Kenny's already signed up. Kenny's about to be signed up. Don't let Spanky sign up first, but I encourage you all to
I gotta excuse myself in the bathroom.
enjoy.
Yeah, I gotta go get a rest.
You can share a room with somebody to make it cheaper. If you have 3 friends that you want to share a room with, they have villas to make it the cheapest experience there. There's no real alternative hotel, unfortunately. I mean, it's designed on purpose. You're stuck with us for a weekend. It'll be a good time. We talked about some of the ways the district supports you. Did that resonate with you and make sense?
Yeah.
I hope it's a different presentation than you've heard in the past from district governors. I intend that this should be going forward of what we do to help support your club. The final part is a simple ask, besides the conference, is please get engaged in more of what the district is doing. I know the club needs your help. You all are growing, and I'm very happy to hear that. As you find more time, more passion, or you want to learn things, ask us. Kenny's the best resource. You'll see him a lot more than me. You're welcome. You don't have to deal with the jackets. I got many of them. But ask where you have questions, where you want to serve, or you may have a great idea that we don't know about. The best ideas come from a Rotarian with passion that develop it, and it gets into the district and explodes. That's how Polio Plus started. So with that, any questions?
Technology.
Yes.
I made a push from my last employer to inherit a couple of laptops, plus another friend dropped one off as well.
Yep.
The plan was to award that to a student with the best business plan.
Okay.
Interact student.
Yep.
High school level. Do you all have either a refurbishing exchange program for laptops, equipment, stuff like that?
Good. You got this, Kenny, or you want me to do it?
You can do it.
You sure?
I'm sure. Want to do it.
So we have a club that has a charity. They take in old electronics of all types, and they either refurbish it and they give it back out as a charity to students and people that need them, or they strip them, take all the precious materials out of them and sell it and then donate the money. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to do better than that since you asked. So part of what Rotary did is we want to drive, this isn't going to help, it is going to help you. We want to drive technology into the clubs. So we purchased a Canva subscription for all of the clubs to have free subscription to Canva. I don't know if that helps you directly. Most clubs like it. It saves you between $70 and $240 a year. To get access, just call Annie Caracita. She's the current chair. What this will be stocked with, you can choose to use it or not, are templates that are already ready for your club. You just put in for information. They're Rotary Brand Central compliant. You can use them right away, or you can put your own stuff on there and just make sure it's compliant. So we're saving you some money along the way. How'd I do?
Muy bueno.
All right.
Canva's doing good. I like him.
All right. Good. Have her out here. Make her talk to you. She's a Rotoractor, by the way. We figured out that I shouldn't be telling anybody how to use technology, and they do it all the time. She is really good at it, and she has Rotoractors helping her.
So between her and Crabtree, you should be.
You just got to get to them. You got to stay in town for a while.
Crabtree will come anytime.
I know.
He said no excuse.
Not seen Mrs. Crabtree yet?
No, not yet.
Have her come over next Wednesday.
Come on, our
I'll
gang.
be in San Diego.
Come on, our gang. We got to get this going.
There you go.
Yeah. We'll get it changed to Tuesday and start in September and get
I know
everybody.
what Spanky wants Mrs. McGillis to go take him.
Yeah, but see, if he teaches.
Action.
This is official.
Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, man. So the best way to contact me, you'd certainly call me. It's the best way, 954-882-9061. If you want the right answer, call Kenny Stoller. Kenny, what's your phone number?
954-868-6394.
There you go.
Fantabulous. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.